Well, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever one it is for you, wherever you're tuning in. Thank you so much for hopping on here to CWTV. These guys are finishing up. We got about a 3-minute session here in qualifying left, and they'll be hitting the track here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's going to be a fun one here tonight. Looks like Tanner Thues gonna get us started on the top of the board so far. There's Mr. Reckwood here. We'll see what he can get done in that 92 machine today. That's about how the day's probably gonna go for him right there, bumping off the wall. We'll go in here as Kyle kind of running off that modified luck here from yesterday. Can't figure out this qualifying lap, but we're not going to worry about Reckwood right now. Tanner, how you feeling here today going into this at the time sitting on top of the board?
Oh, last season when I did this, I killed myself within 5 laps. So as long as we can make it past there today, it'll be a good day.
He's going for 7 today. 7 laps is Tanner Thues' goal here today. Leanne, you
and don't forget to wish him a happy birthday.
Come on, Kyle. You're ruining my thunder here. Why do you think I came down here? Goodness. Well, I'll get it here. Happy birthday to you. Come on, Jameson. I know you want to. Happy birthday to you. Come on, Rooster. Happy birthday, dear Tanner. You can hear him in harmony. Happy birthday to you. It's right. He is all of 17 years old today, and he's whooping their butt You shouldn't even be in school right now.
Yeah, we skip school on Wednesdays.
Skip school on Wednesday to run in the NSR. No, how old are you here today?
We're 26, man.
26 big ones. You're already past that 25-year-old where the insurance goes down. So it's all downhill from here until you get that AARP card, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and speaking of AARP, I didn't mean to. It's like the Candyman or Beetlejuice. You say AARP, and look who hopped in the room here. I was talking about Rooster, Dave, not you.
Oh.
Dave's mad at me now. He's saying, I see how it is. I see how it is. All right, you guys are ready.
That's all good.
No, I'm joking around. Hey, you're faster than me, so I'm getting worked by a guy there who's a retiree, so that's bad on my end, I guess. Hopefully, you guys got a good one. Dave, you're a pretty good runner here at Bristol. Am I correct?
Yeah, I like Bristol. One of my favorite tracks.
So we'll see how Dave pulls out here today. They got a slew of drivers in here. Miguel, his whole headset's falling apart here, and God only knows what's going to happen there from Arizona. We are going to get ready to get this one started here. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Thanks, sir.
They're pushing on through. And these guys going to get it done here. Joey Stats on the top of this one. Got Aiden Murray, Dave Hunt, Rooster Rod, and Miguel Zapeta. Nick Burlow, Evan Ethel, Rick Helms, and Garrett Wilburn rounding out the field in this one. It should be a fun one here today. As these guys always, no, it doesn't take much. Not at all. But Dave's there. I give him a hard time for being old, but yet he passes me. He laps me. Not only does he pass me, he flies around a lot of people here. Let's see who gets it done in this first of 2 heats here today. And on to the feature. 10 laps here. It's going to be quick. You won't know what's going on. Miguel's trying to get that temperature in the tires there early, Anthony. We got black and white sports here. KT's going on. AC's in the house. Chris, hi, howdy. How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a good one here today. Right? Somebody's got to get it. It's better than being mid-pack. People always remember us, man. You don't remember who finishes in the middle of the pack, but you always going to remember that guy in the back. These guys are about to get it on, get it going. We'll see who is able to take this first seat. I like what Dave's doing with the old, or not the old, the new number style there. You got that ZZ Top throwback scheme, not throwback, but the Rockstar scheme there. And we got a green flag. We are underway here. Early in this one, they fire off, going at it. Joey Stats trying to hold on to it. That 72 of Aiden Murray going to go up to that top side and just rip it up there. And that top side really where you're going to see a lot of the speed here today. As there he is, Dave Hunt, trying to climb up that top side there with the 52. As Rooster into second now behind Aiden Murray. These guys are putting it down. Putting on a show for us here early. Watch out for the 41 machine, he says. Whoa, they get into it there, but let's see, as that was Joey. Joey got it. A few of these guys out around here. Let's take a look back here real quick as they are still pushing through. Let's see what happened there with the 52 machine. Looks like Rooster getting off the wall there just a hair, giving the 52 a bump. He slides, he tries to hold that brake and onward there. And as we move it back up to the show here, we got Rooster Rodden still behind Aiden Murray. He's 1.2 seconds back at this time. Dave Hunt trying to climb up there and get into that second spot. We got 4 laps of action here remaining. These guys putting on a show, having some fun. Rick Helms in the 75, working with Nick Burlow in that one machine, trying to get around the 41 of Miguel. And that doesn't work out. Around goes Nick, and in these heats, obviously, there's no cautions. So they're just going to keep it moving. Aiden Murray's going to cross the line. We got 2 laps of action here to go. He's ripping that top side. It looks like this one is going to be his. Top 3 pretty spread out at the moment. We got the white flag in the air. ButtKicker Gamer 2, immerse yourself in the game. Feel what you have been missing. There goes the 72 machine. He takes this one. Rooster Rod in second. Dave Hunt third. Miguel Zapata in fourth. Rick Helms in fifth. Evan Ethel sixth. Garrett Wilburn seventh. Nick Burlow and Joey Stats round out that first heat here. We move on to the second heat now. We'll see how they shake this one up. As Mike Jameson going to start from the pole of this one. Next to him, he's got teammate Kyle Reckwood. In third, Josh Wong. Will Bustler sitting in fourth. Todd List in fifth. Chacos in sixth. Christian Ruse in seventh. You got Carl Schaaf and David Sabin rounding out the rest of the field here. Frank's looking for that promo. He's looking for that call up to the big leagues. And speaking of that, if you want to join in with the NSRL, well, they're always looking, but you got to join in the Truck Series first. It's on Tuesdays. We have an absolute blast over there Tuesday mornings. At 11 a.m. is when the practice starts. We get going at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's right, all Eastern time that I'm talking here. And so it's the same time as you got with these guys. Not the same bat channel, though, because I'm actually racing. So taking a break to get behind the wheel on Tuesdays as the kids color on the walls and shift me into first in the straightaways. It's a dandy. You gotta love it. These guys are about to push onward into the second heat as the pace car going to make his way off. It was a whoopsie, as I like to say there. There goes the pace car.
Green flag, green flag.
And here we go. The green flag is out. These guys are going at it. Well, let's see who's going to get it done. Here's Mike Jamison getting a good jump out in the front. Kyle Westwood holding steady, though. But if I'm Jamison, I'm a bit worried there. Whoa, you see Chuckles getting the boot there in the back as he got a little loose falling back there. Somebody else, David Saban, looks like got a piece of him there as well. Let's kick it down towards the track as Mike Jamison, Kyle Westwood trying to roll this one out. We got a battle here for third. Josh Wong trying to hold off the number 10 there, Will Bustler. And back behind them, you got Todd Liston in that number 8 machine. These guys putting on a show here throughout these first two heats. We're lap 4 of 10. They go quick here at Bristol. Don't blink. Just like that, you're 6 years old. You'll take a nap. You wake up and you're 35. That high school sweetheart, well, she's running around with somebody else. I don't know why. Anyways, these guys are still going here. We got 5 laps of action here remaining. Josh Wong trying to pull up into the back end there. Will Bustler closing the gap between himself there as he gets right behind Josh Wong trying to pull that Wawa 10 car into third place. We'll see if he has the speed to do so here with 4 laps to go. It's right along with Kyle Westwood here as he shows us around Bristol. Frank, you never know what's going to happen here on CWTV. I'm crazy. KT, I'll tell you who's got issues. Who's got issues is my wife. She married me. These guys are pushing on here. Kyle's got issues. He hit everything last night in the modified race except himself, I guess. I really don't know there. He was having a rough night. Jamison's going to bring out the white flag here onto that ButtKicker. Gamer 2, final lap. What a run here by the 37 machine. Sorry, got the hiccups. Mike Jamison gonna take this gluten-free win. Kyle Westwood behind him. Josh Wong in third. Will Bustler fourth. Todd Liston fifth. David Saban, Christian Ruse, Carl Chafin Chuckles. Round that one out. Tanner Thus and Chris Scales gonna get back in the vehicles now as they gotta sit those duels out, if you will.
Compared to me, you had very little input into the wheel there.
Do it for the gluten, Mike. Do it for the gluten.
Hey,
Are you ready to win this one for Whole Foods?
well, if I can stay alive today, we'll see how it goes. It's Trader Joe's, by the way.
I was about to say, I thought it was Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, Whole Foods. It's all the same to me when you're looking down there. But hey, you love it. You do that for them here tonight. It's going to be a gluten-free win here. Gotta love it. Thanks so much, guys. You can hear it right there. It's Trader Joe's. Mike is a huge fan there. He loves the Trader Joe's. We got 225 laps coming your way here today as Tanner Thus, Chris Scales, Aiden Murray, Mike Jamison, Rooster Rodden, Kyle Westwood, Dave Hunt, Josh Wong, Miguel Zepeda, Will Bustler are the top 10. Back behind them, we got Rick Helms, Todd Liston, Evan Ethel, David Saban, Garrett Wilburn, Christian Ruse, Nick Burlow, Carl Shake, Joey Stats, and Chuckles getting it done here tonight. Rounding out that field of 20 here today. How's everybody doing? I would say it's Sookum. But I could be very wrong there. Was I close? All eyes on the field here as they get ready to get this one going from the famous high-banked monster here, Bristol Motor Speedway. There goes the pace car. These guys are ready to get it on as the green flag flies. We're starting this 225 lapper here. Tanner Thuse getting a good jump out in the front there early. See how it works. Right under him. Chris Scales not going to let him go here. Let's go back to the back. Not the back, but a little farther back here. This is a battle for 9th. Dave Hunt holding on there. He's got Rooster Rodden out in front of him as well as Will Bustler. They get around. You see Rooster pull up into that high line there. Miguel still trying to find his way up to that top side there. He finds it. Let's go back up to the front and look and see as Chris Scales tries to reel in Tanner Thuse here. Gotta love the sound of the engines, the roar, the purr. Nothing better here. The Thunderdome here in Bristol. Never been myself. I'd love to check out a race here. If you're in the comment section, let me know if you've been to a race here in Bristol. What year you went, maybe who won. I love talking racing. We'll talk all day as these guys are out on the track here. Chat with me. Let's have some fun here as these guys are pushing. They like to push it. Right now, Reckwood falling behind Jameson, his teammate. You can't imagine these guys are going to battle too hard, too quick here. As a long race ahead of them, Bristol just really shows its teeth. Looking throughout the field, let's see. They look pretty spread out at the moment. All throughout the field, they are pretty lined up. Been to Kansas, Charlotte, Atlanta, Pocono, and Martinsville. I've seen Kansas, obviously IMS. Really, I haven't traveled to too many other tracks, honestly. More kind of just local, smaller tracks. We had a battle. Whoa! Josh Wong got a little loose there. First time I ever went was asphalt and we sat on grass. They're talking about bringing dirt back in to Bristol from what I hear, so that would be an interesting scenario to bring that back into the series here. Mike Jameson looking to the low side here. It looks like that's Carl in front of him, so he's going to go around. These guys already got some traffic in front of them. You see Kyle Westwood. He's trying to get around Carl there. They get awfully close in that corner. Well, Frank, thank you so much for your service. Appreciate it. Yeah, I guess it tore up the track pretty well, though, after the dirt and all the trucks that were used to bring them in. So, not sure how they feel about doing that yet again, but we shall see. See if it comes to fruition. We got some battle back here. It looks like Will Bustler going to the low side there of Carl, getting around that traffic. Pretty single file. These guys just want to get through the meat and potatoes here and then really fight it out. Kind of goes without saying. You can't battle for the win if you're not there at the end. You gotta keep it clean. There's Tanner not able to pull out too far ahead, only to a half a second just about here. Looks like Bustler making another spot up on Joey's stats there. Getting around Joey. They're gonna exchange it back out as Joey gonna get back around Bustler now. These guys are pushing hard. Doing a fantastic job at doing so. Tanner still trying to pull away from the field and doing just that at the moment. Let's take a ride with Tanner Theus and see if we can get an idea of what this track is like. Way up in the stand, I bet. All the way up in the top there in the turns. I was at the Indianapolis race, the Brickyard, when they had the tire debacle there, and you'd look down in your drink and you had a layer of rubber that had come off from the tires. It was nasty. You were covered in it at the end of the day. That was a rough one. There was a caution every 10 laps. Look at these guys put on a show here. The 4-car of Tanner Theus has to dive it down low, get around Carl. Tell you what, if you got kids' ears in the stands here, let's be careful. I'm not saying they're going to cuss here, but no promises. We're going to go a little radioactive here on these guys and see if they're saying anything crazy as they whip it around Bristol Motor Speedway here. It's getting a little nuts.
I don't know if I want to go 113 laps on tires, though. Well, I guess that's not that bad here.
Kyle's kind of talking to himself, kind of working out.
Well, if we do that, you've got 3 sets of tires for the second half. So if there's a bunch of cautions at that point, you're gonna want them.
30 laps in, they're discussing some strategy here on the radio. Trying to figure out just when to dip it in, take some tires. Tire fall off is going to be huge here. You hear Kyle saying he doesn't want to go to, I'm guessing they're saying lap 150 before changing any tires. They're staying pretty quiet on the radio now. As Tanner Theus putting on a show out in front. Pulling away, he's got a 1.5 seconds here. He's got some traffic in front of him here. See what he's got to say, if anything, about the traffic situation.
Here, Aiden, take the high side.
Got Rick Helms to the low side here, and Tanner's looking to put him down a lap. Tanner just doing fantastic. Like I said, now Mike Jameson's starting to reel him in there. I finished yesterday in the truck series.
Yeah.
I had 0%, 0, 1, and like I think it was 40 were my three numbers. So tire fall off means so much here. You got to really watch what you're doing. Looks like David Saban going to get around stats there.
I definitely burn up my shit early.
Move there. Aiden Murray gets around Kyle there for that third place. You heard him say earlier, Kyle, just say go, go, just get around me. Kyle's really trying to hold on to that. He said he burning up his tires. We'll be looking at the tires. Miguel's pushing. You can hear it in his voice. These guys want a caution here. We got 40 clean laps here as they hit the line.
I expected Rick to be better here.
No way. Rick caused like 6 cautions last year. I remember ranking the replay.
He's usually really good at the short tracks, though.
Watching that 92 machine. Put it in gear. Falling back to that third place ahead of him as he had to work his way through the traffic. You got Tanner Thues working his way through traffic and Mike Jamison right behind him doing the same exact thing. Keep an eye on these guys as they make some moves. Keeping up on that top side there. They got the 7 of Garrett Wilburn in between the leader in second place here. Aiden Murray closing that gap between himself and Jamison here as well. You guys doing a phenomenal job putting on a show for us. The 22, Christian Ruse there was battling it out. The 10 of Will Bustler. This is for position. P14 on the line here. Todd Liston right up in front of these guys as well. So the 22, Christian Ruse looking to do the 2-for-1 special on the low side as he gets around the 10. Can he put himself in front of the 8 machine around this corner? Todd putting it about as close as you possibly can to the wall. You got Kyle Westwood now in the mix of this as he is on the lead lap, but this is going to slow him down as he tries to maneuver his way through. These guys all racing for position. See Liston getting into the wall just a hair there. Will Bustler in that 10 machine going to drop to the low side. Kyle still trying to get around these guys. And, oh! We're going to have a caution here. Let's take a look back and see what happened. Let's go to the eyes in the sky. The bird's eye view. And see what went down on this one. Looked like Kyle getting a little low off that turn and meets the number 10. Hello, the 10 into the 22, into the 27, back into the 92. We got our Rick coming in hot. We got our first caution here of the day, lap 52 of 225. The ButtKicker Gamer 2 bringing you all the action here. The winner of that ButtKicker Gamer 2 is gonna be the person who has the cleanest slate at the end of the season with a 90% attendance. So you want to be the cleanest? Absolutely. I believe this is dual pit roads here. Get situated behind the pace car. We'll figure out who is in front. Looks like Dave Hunt is going to be out in the front at the moment. See if he can hold on to it. Back with you. Back under green here. Sorry for that delay. Dave Hunt falling back just a little on that restart as those guys with fresh tires coming around here. Dave trying to hold those tires till the end. I don't blame him. Not a bad strategy to have here. You would assume those guys that went into the pits did grab themselves some rubber. Tanner Theus back to that top spot here. You got Mike Jamison, David Saban, Kyle Westwood, Nick Burlow in the top 5. Lap 60 of 225. These guys are putting on a show for us. You gotta love when you get a good race like this. Saban's really closing that gap between himself and those guys in the front here. Keep an eye on that 58 machine. Down and saying he's got money on the 37. I'll tell you what, Danny, I will bet you on that. You confirm this, but I'm gonna stick with the 4 and Tanner Theus here. I really think he's gonna walk away with this one. If the 37 wins, I buy your McLaren. The 4 wins, you got to buy me the last of my GTE cars. Make it a little fun here now. Neither of them win. Neither of them got anything. What do you think? You tell me. We're betting here. Little friendly bets here with the NSRL. Right now, that Ford machine is pushing hard. Whoa! I hear something. It says deal. It is on. Let's see now what they can do. Tanner's got a lot of pressure on himself now. Hopefully he doesn't know I just bet. Puts it into a wall or something. That wouldn't be good. It'd be a whoopsie. Tanner Thu's doing a fantastic job here today so far. Out in front most of the time, if not all. As that Ford machine still pushing onward. Lap 69 now of 225 when they cross the line. Chuckles in that 77. He's a lap down, trying to get out of these guys' way as they rip the top up there. .37 to Jamison, starting to look. See what he can do, as they are already to that 53 machine of Dave Hunt. Here goes the 37. Is he going to make some moves? He's got something in his eye there. He's going down to the low side now of Tanner. The 37 is going to get credit for that lap. That one belongs to him. How long can he last here? That's one heck of a strategy to give yourself the old blinks before you go in. You know, when you get around that first place runner, you're going to hit that blink button, really freak them out. Jamison experienced a little more issues up there. See if it becomes a bigger problem. But right now, he's in the lead. And I'm sick and tired of Downing winning everything. So if he wins this, it's just going to add to the frustration. I hope all you guys are doing all right out there. Maybe enjoying a little bit of lunch. Thank you for tuning in with me during the work days. This is the NSRL, the night shift race league. So these guys either going to bed after this and getting ready for work then after, or they're lighting out their day here. I'm going to sleep here in a little bit before they go in, but he's got a lot of these guys working over the night. Coming out here to race during the day, so yes, they have jobs. Yes, I hear that all the time. None of these guys have jobs. Well, yeah, not everybody works a 9 to 5 though. Here's the fast guys that don't. Traffic there on the low side. Looks like Josh a little beat up after that last one. He's the first one lap down. Todd Liston out in front of him. Remains on the lead lap at the time. Got a cluster of cars here. Not many going for position, as it looks like Rooster trying to pull in Joey in that 52 machine. That one is. This one's for P7. Rooster not able to get it to the back end of Joey yet. Meanwhile, up front, Mike almost a half-second lead over Tanner now. Mike in that 37 again, a little issue. Saban was making a run here, but that has since plateaued a little bit. He falls behind, about a half-second behind Theus there. It looks like Nick Burlow trying to make something work around Aiden Murray. Nick on that top side in the one machine. Aiden Murray in the 72 below. Ooh. Into the 41, get into it. I did. 72 of Aiden Murray into the wall. Still running clean here. As it'll be the end of lap 112 when we'll see that first stage end. And these guys will get that yellow flag signaling that stage in. The winner of the stage receives a bonus point, and each and every point counts at the end of the year. You don't want to lose by just a couple here. In the back of your mind, you think, hey, I could have really gotten that. That could have been mine. Go back to Rooster here, that battle between himself and Joey Stats. He is trying to get up there closer, as well as in the 72, trying to get to that backside yet again of the number one who got around, and Nick Burlow. Side by side here. Jamison working around the 75. Tanner Theus is right back to him here. See if that 4 car can get to the back of him as they close in on the end of the first half of this race. And again, it's going to signal the end of that first stage, and the winner is going to grab a bonus point. Working around that traffic that's really helping that 4 car stay right to the back of him. Trying to make something happen here. Breaking news out of IndyCar here is Zach Veach out of that Andretti ride for this season and obviously next. Unfortunate there for a Checkers and Wreckers guest here, Zach Veach. We spoke with him before. Really good guy. He had that success in the early season, but not able to keep that riding. They will see him exit as of now. Kind of a strange deal, but that's what you get in 2020. So Zach Veach on the market for a new team here next year. Hopefully he's able to continue his run in IndyCar. Kyle Westwood, new favorite sport. Right now, that 37 machine of Mike Jamison holding on steady. He wants the bonus point. I'll tell you what, let's go back down and listen to these guys finish off the stage. Again, I can't promise these guys are going to keep it clean. Right now, it's quiet.
If it ain't Mike Honcho himself.
Look at the 37 machine putting it down.
This is what I'm talking about. I like it though. I like that Rick makes it challenging.
No, that's annoying as fuck.
I like it.
For a lap car to get in the...
These
The
guys
challenge.
are...
Sorry, Sean.
Yeah, he's 3 laps down though. He's not even fighting for anybody. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
If he was fighting to stay on the lead lap, that's different.
37.
Or if the cars that he was trying to pass were right in front of him, but they're not. It's literally just 2 people, 3 laps.
Yeah.
Look at the 4 making a move down to the low side here. Can he
All
get
right,
it
yeah.
around the
All right, Rick.
37?
Enough's
No,
enough.
not just yet. He's going to have to...
How'd that
pull
work
back
out, Tanner?
I wanted to try something there coming to the stage.
You hear him.
No, I'm actually legitimately curious. I tried it earlier, it didn't fucking work.
No, I felt like I was on the splitter. Like it was just going straight at the wall.
Last lap here of the stage. Who's it
Yeah, I
gonna
tried
be?
it on a lap car towards the end of that last run. I was like, nope, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I know.
Hit
Not
the
a chance.
floor.
I was plowing all the way up to the wall.
That's going to call it. Right
Yeah, Mike,
there.
let us know when you pass the line.
I guess it's 113 we're looking
These lap cars are going to
Was it
start knocking.
113 stage?
Yep.
Yeah. Mike, we said let us know when you cross the line.
Oh, sorry. I was.
We're in a heated battle back here.
I had my eye on. I was trying not to get into Tanner when he's dive bombing me.
I got you.
We got the yellow flag out here for
Oh.
the end of the stage. And Mike Jamison is going to take the win here for that one. Mike Jamison, the winner of that first stage here. I'm not going to... let me know if I'm bothering you. I don't want to get you a penalty going into the pits here, but you were battling with Tanner Thues. A fantastic battle. Did you think you had him that whole time?
I think Tanner was saving a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how the rest of the race goes.
So we heard you guys a little earlier when we were in here talking about the strategy here. It seems like you guys are saving a lot of these tires. Did you guys decide to switch tires on that last yellow flag, or were you on some used tires here coming into this last stint?
I had some 4 fresh ones for that last one.
Alrighty there. So everybody probably, I would assume, has 2 sets of tires left here. I would guess many guys that pit outside of Dave Hunt, it seemed like, took the pit stop there and got some tires. But Dave, let's go to that strategy call. Is right now you kind of back those tires up, you stack them in your favor, and you hold on to what you can. Is that what you're kind of trying to work with right now?
I don't think tires would be a huge issue this race. Just go ahead. I was just saying.
Tommy Boy. So
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work because it put me a bunch of laps down.
Yeah, I did not pit and to get a lap back, and I was at 0% on my right front on lap 87, so I had to pit. I lost everything.
Absolutely. Yeah, in the truck race yesterday, I was at that 0% there as well. We look at the fight on the off. It looks like Tanner was able
I've already won it. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
just
me and Mike
hurting the
missed
lead.
it road that first
Oh,
time
I know.
too.
You know, I'm with you there. But I was watching as Tanner and Mike, they were going right at the line there
Oh no.
with each other. Very close. And then Kyle. Let's see what Kyle just did.
Kyle,
He's bad.
don't even want to talk about it.
You
He's
sped into
bad.
the pits,
I'm
didn't
making
ya?
his lenses.
did not speed, but I accidentally selected
Hey, we
my
can
tires
pick.
as I'm sitting in my pit stall, so they came around afterwards and did my tires.
We get lane choice, right?
Yes.
Very nice. Well, good luck, guys. It's been fun so far.
A fast race.
That's what it's like at Bristol. You can't blink or it's gone. Like I said, don't blink. Just like that, you're on a red flag. And you're pausing it. I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm stopping there. Yeah, I will. I actually will go back, and I'm not going to tell them who or what, when.
They do that at least once every Bristol race.
Real quick, the last thing I wanted to say is Mike Jamison, Tanner Thues, there's money on you guys, so one of you guys has to win, please.
I think one of us can handle that.
There's some bets going on. I'm not going to say who's got who or what it's for, but a couple $100 on the line here between you two. No
Is somebody out there mine?
Couple hundred.
Is somebody
Yeah.
out there mine? Well,
I'm going to assume that's Monopoly money.
no, it's not. Good luck, guys. Here they go. They're firing back to the green flag. We are back underway. $200 minus like 80 or 180. Or no, like 190. I meant to say that when I was in there, but I forgot. The 9 machine of Rooster Rodden getting a great start there. You see Tanner Thues already climbing up through. You tell him he's got money on him, and boom! He's going to make a run here as he started back near the middle of the top 10, and he's already found himself into third. He's got Aiden Murray up on the top side. You got Mike Jamison in that 37 machine up there as well, and we got a caution. Let's see what happened here is Nick Burlow and the 52 machine there. Oh, Joey Stats get into it. Let's go up to the bird's eye view. It looked like Nick was having a little problem with connection possibly and kind of blinked out into that 52. Oh, into the 92 and the 27. Unfortunately there as well. And Kyle's going to pack up. He's headed to work. That's his day. Well, Kyle, thanks so much for participating here today. It looks like you can pack up and head on to work. You're muted.
Yep, sorry. I was trying to talk. I don't think I'm out of it yet.
Oh, not. I figured that would have given you some pretty heavy motor damage.
No, I didn't hit anybody.
Sure looks like you got Burlow on the replay there.
Yeah, well, what was weird was I think it was netcode that kind of saved my life, if that makes sense. Because I kind of like drove right through him, and it did come up and gave me a 4X, but I don't think I got any like physical damage out of it.
Here in about 20 laps, all of a sudden your motor will just do like a ghost blow up or something.
Oh, absolutely. Or I'll go on pit road here to get my damage, and it'll say 10 minutes of damage.
Exactly. So I could have sworn you were going to have some motor damage after that one. Good luck, sir.
All right, thanks.
And get him back into this team there. I thought he was done for sure. Not often do you get the netcode working in your favor. That's what just happened there for Kyle, though. You got Rooster up at the front. Yeah, they'll come to pass the Rooster. Ah, yeah. You got Aiden Murray, Tanner Thues, Mike Jamison, David Sabin rounding out the top 5 here. Should get the one to go this time by. We do. The guys joining the Checkers and Wreckers team here. Rocket Racing Setups. If you guys are in the open setup, you got a league you're in. Maybe you like to run those open setup officials. You don't like to wrench on it on maybe yourself. You you don't have that time, but you like maybe the little extra speed and maybe the advantage an open setup can give you. Check out Rocket Racing Setups today over in the link below. Not only are they doing setups, they do a little coaching there as well.
Green, green, green.
Rooster's gonna put the field in class right now as he takes it around this first lap here into this first set of turns. He's clear of Aiden Murray. Looks like Westwood down to the low side of Bustler. He's gonna get around him. Joey Stats working around Josh Wong there. Back up at the front, Rooster trying to hold on to it. Lap 129 of 225 when they hit the line here. Gotta love when the NSRL comes to race. These guys are clean, they're fast, they're fun. What a great combination. As that was only the second caution of the day here. Third if you count the stage. That had no fault of the drivers whatsoever. These guys holding steady here, trying to close that gap between himself and Rooster out in front. Rooster holding steady. You see David Sabin looking like he was trying to get around Dave Hunt. He did, like you heard him say, he went 3 laps down after trying to stay out there on those tires. So I was kind of with him. I tried to make those moves there as well, but unfortunately not today. It didn't work out for him. Rooster still holding on steady in the front. He's out in front of that 72 machine. He's doing a great job holding steady. See for how long he can hold it out there. These guys seem to get it out in the front in that clean air, and really helps you until you get into that traffic. Then you see exactly what you got here. Rick Helms on the low side. He's got some guys going around the top like a freight train. Meanwhile, here we check in on Tanner Deuce and Mike Jamison sitting 3rd and 4th. See Chuck was heading down to the low side there. Still holding steady with that same top 5 here. David Sabin actually working with Joey Stats. These guys trying to make something happen here as Joey's trying to put himself into this top 5. Sabin on the top side, Joey Stats in that 52 machine trying to work his way around Sabin and Dave Hunt now. Dave a couple laps down there, so that spot not for position now. David Sabin working his way down to the top, low side, under Joey Stats. He's going to try to get that position back from Joey as he works himself around Dave. Not going to happen, though, as that 52 machine got to sail on clear. And we got to fight for the top spot here. Rooster's falling. Jameson going to get around him as well as Aiden Murray. Aiden, the new leader here in that 72 machine. Rooster falls back into 4th place there. Sitting comfortable now. Gets back in line. Aiden Murray holding on to it. He's got almost a second lead over Mike Jameson. And Deuce right behind Mike there. We've got 8 cars here on the lead lap. These guys are swallowing these cars, putting them a lap down here quickly now. 149 up to 25. Lap 150 now, up to 25. This guy's holding steady. Let's take a look back at Joey Stats as he's closing that gap between himself and the number 9 of Rooster Rodden. Being King Hero. '72 in the 8. Sorry, 72 Aiden Murray out in the front doing a phenomenal job here. Joey Stats working the low side on the number 9. See if he can get out and around Rooster here. Side by side. Got the 7 Will Bustler right behind them, as well as Kyle Westwood in the 92. Oh! Let's take a look here. See what happens. Oh, the Rooster bouncing off the wall there. 52, Joey holding it steady. Let's go back to the Rooster and see if anybody else was in that one. David Saban got a little of it. Kyle got a little of it. Looks like everybody else going to keep it clean, though. Unfortunate there. I mean, hey, ladies, look at this guy right here. If you want somebody to put your PC together like nobody has ever put a PC together before, ladies, this guy is the man to do it. He will jam it into all the right places. All those PC parts, I mean. But he's looking for love, ladies. And you could be that lucky lady that walks away with this lovely man right here. And I want you to text him right now and tell him that, yes, that you want to take him out, because that's what's going to be. You're going to take him out. He's not going to take you out, but he's got a good heart, I think. But hit him up there, 843-632-6132. That number again is 843-632-6132. One clap Matt, single clap Matt, Matt the cat, whatever you like to call him. Give him a call. That's all I got to say there is Mike Jamison gets a great jump on Aiden Murray there. He's going to find himself into the front of this one. He's got Tanner Thues behind Aiden Murray here in that 72 machine. The 72 of Aiden Murray going to drop down low. See how low can he go? How low can he go? He's going to take the lead down there. Tanner Thues was trying to go with him, but has to pull back behind that 37 of Mike Jamison at the time being. Josh Wong in that badly beaten 27 machine. Holding it in fourth right now. See how long he can do that. We'll get Matt off here. I apologize. It's like stuck. It's burning as the image in your mind there. These guys are pushing through. Josh Wong trying to hold on here. Tanner Thues tips it down to the low side there of Mike Jamison's going to have to put it back behind the 37 at the time being. You see David Saban trying to make something work around Josh Wong on the low side. Saban in that 58 machine has shown his speed here this year, but not able to walk away with anything to prove it, so he wants a solid finish here in this season. Today would be a great way to do it, as he has gone through the field. Yes, I was just talking about that, Chuck, when you're in the race there. Unfortunate news for Veach. I don't think Hinch is the right one to fill that spot, but we'll talk about that Sunday. Checkers and wreckers. That 52 machine of Joey Stats closing the gap between himself and the 58 of David Saban. Aiden Murray's got a 0.6 second lead over the 37 here of Mike Jamison. Looks like Kyle Westwood was able to sneak his way back up onto the lead lap there. Aiden Murray going around Rick Helms there with ease. Rick gonna let those guys go as well. And this 72 machine is starting to look like he's got it all but in the bag. Bringing something, or turning something on here late in this race, doing a great job at it. Tanner Thues able to get around Jamison there for second. Come on, Thues, get up there. Get up there, Tanner. Four machine. Well, as the 37, all these top three cars doing a fantastic job. Let's look through the field at some of these drivers as they're looks like lowest Tanner has seen is 6. Mike Jameson's going to be right there, 7. Aiden was back to 9th there. He's battling around some traffic. About to put Kyle Westwood a lap down yet again. So Kyle worked hard to get it back. He's going to work hard to go back under. As he tries not to, he does. Bustler started in 15. There's a wreck in front of him. We got a yellow. Let's see what caused that one. Whoopsie. Oh, no. Not at all what you wanted to see there. Let's go out to the bird's eye view and see what happened as the 92 was battling with the 7. They get loose into the 4, into the 37. Looks like those guys keep it clean. The rest of the field, however, not so lucky. Oh, and that 7 machine just coming out onto the track there. Like I said, a whoopsie. Let's go into the cockpit and see what Garrett Wilburn saw from his view. Unfortunate there. Aiden Murray in the front. That 72 machine unscathed through that one. Tanner Thues, Mike Jamison, David Saban, Joey Stats, Will Bustler, Josh Wong, Kyle Westwood, Todd Liston, and Christian Ruse round out the field here. It's going to shake up a bit after that, though. Ouch is correct. The ECRS chatting here on the NSRL. How's it going, ECRS? How you doing? How you doing? Still got a couple to go. Reminder that the cleanest driver, 90% attendance rating, it's like high school, is going to walk away with one of these, the ButtKicker Gamer 2, presented to you by ButtKicker and Checkers and Wreckers, live 11 a.m. Eastern every Sunday. apologize for the silence there. I have been talking to a muted mic. 37 there, Mike Jamison holding steady, trying to reel in 72 here as Tanner Thues really falling back there. 2 seconds behind Jamison, still in P3 though. Joey Stats knocking on his door, but we're going to keep the action up in the front as Mike Jamison is trying to close the gap here, trying to make it work. Can he get around? Aiden Murray crosses the line yet again, but Mike Jamison doesn't look like he wants him to do that again many times in front of him as he is growling on the bumper here. He saved everything he needed to save, drawing it yet again closer and closer to the leader here of Aiden Murray. Can he get it done? We shall see. Just a phenomenal run here so far today as we come to a close. Lap 218 of 225. You see the 37 now setting him up. Can he make a move? Mike Jamison down to the low side for it. They get awfully close. 36, starting to 72. Gonna get a good run off that top side there. Mike Jamison gonna have to set him up yet again. See if he can do it. Things are about to get interesting. That is a fact here. These guys are coming in. The 37 looks to have him in his sights again. He's going to see what he can do with them to cross the line. They got 5 laps to go. When they do, Mike Jamison wants it. You can feel it. Tanner Thues still sitting back there in third at the moment. The only thing he can hope for is these two getting into it with each other at this point. As it's far back there. Mike Jamison can taste it. He can taste that checkered flag. We got some sparks there. The 37 trying to do everything he can to close the gap with 4 laps to go. Can he get around the 72 of Aiden Murray? He is trying. He is looking at every trick he's got up his sleeve. Everything he's learned in this race. He's going to try to take it off the wall there and make a move, but that 72 really holding steady. 2 laps to go here as they cross the line. They got some traffic in front of them. They'll be looking at that white flag this time by. It's the ButtKicker Gamer 2 final lap. White flag is in the air. See if Jamison can make it around. He's going to look to the low side here. Can he get it? No! The 72 of Aiden Murray gets it done here. Mike Jamison close in that second place, and Tanner Thues back in third. Let's go to the Auralex interview loft. We'll talk to these guys here. What a run it was here today. See what these guys have to say about it. Talk to Tanner Thues. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, I'm not $200 richer, unfortunately, but I'm not $200 out because Jamison didn't win. So thank you. But I had you today. What happened? Was it the tires?
Yeah, you know, my kryptonite, that right front. I pushed it for everything it had there in that last run. I wanted to try to intimidate old Aiden up there and try to make him make a mistake, and I just burned everything I had. He stayed calm and cool up there, and he ran a great race. It's a tough racetrack. I think clean air was king today. If you could just get out front, and I lost that clean air early on, and just kind of battled to try to get back there all day. Just couldn't do it.
Absolutely there. And how much did that low side, because it looked like you were trying to make that, I'm not going to say that dive bomb, but that move we saw early at the end of the stage, against Jameson. It looked like you were trying to get that to work later. Is that what kind of ate him up there?
Yeah, I think anytime you go any line off of the wall, you're just eating that right front on exit. But even on entry, you're still eating the right front up with how hard we were all pushing into them turns. I wanted to try to get in front of Aiden there early on that last run because I knew Jameson was going to be really, really strong on old tires. But yeah, you got to trust who you're dive bombing though. I trust Jameson. I know he's not going to clobber the wall up there and come murder me. So
absolutely, because man, you talk about you hit that wall up there, and you bounce off, and you're like 2.5 lanes down after that happens. It's not like one of those tracks where you hit the wall and it just glues you to it.
Yeah, it usually causes a big one. It doesn't. It's not pretty when somebody hits the wall up there and hits somebody on the inside. It usually collects more than just 2 cars. Fortunately, we had a pretty clean race here today, but we'll go get him next week.
So the last question I have, and I'm going to ask Mike the same thing, is when that happened to you, and somebody hit that top wall, it came bouncing down to the low side, and you and Jameson were fighting right there, and they got into both of you. What went through your mind right there? That had to be a code brown.
Yeah, I wasn't too stoked at the time, but I think I lucked out with just some netcode damage where it really didn't show up on the car. From what everybody was telling me over the radio, the car looked good, it looked clean, so I wasn't too happy at the time. But looking back on it, it's racing, man. It's such a tight racetrack. As soon as people try to make a pass, it's tough to make a pass out here, and everybody's got their own race going on, so it happens. But yeah, it wasn't very fun.
Absolutely. Hey, a fantastic race there. Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
Everybody on the team. When I was behind Jameson there early on in that run, he let me go to take a crack at Aiden, and I always appreciate when you can work well with teammates like that. Kyle for the awesome league. It's great racing out here. Everybody that watched, tuned in, appreciate you making the bet on me. Sorry I let you down there. Appreciate my girlfriend. She's out there watching. Wish I could have brought the win home, but we'll go get him next week.
Absolutely. Thanks, Tanner.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to the second place finisher now, Mike Jameson in that 37 machine. Well, Mike, I hate to tell you, I wasn't the one that bet for you, but luckily you didn't win the race, so I'm not out any money there. But, wow, what a run. Very interesting here. A completely different day today compared to yesterday in those trucks for you.
Yeah. I feel like I should have had that one, but it is what it is,
What's it come down to there? It looked like you were fast. You had them. Was it just kind of that last kind of push there that Aiden was having?
I was actually catching him. I think I just kind of waited a little too long to get by Tanner. So I let Tanner by a little earlier. So I was like, hey, if you got something for him, go for it. And but I think Tanner burned up his stuff a little bit. And I waited a little bit too long to get by Tanner. Didn't have enough time. But, I'll take second. It's a better day than it was yesterday, but it's a little disappointing,
Absolutely. I said it out in the broadcast as you could taste that checkered flag. It looked like you saved everything you could for that last little jog to him. But at the end of the day, like you said, you can't be too upset with the second place finish. And you are the most consistent in the top 3, I'd say. I mean, Tanner's up there, but if he's not, he's not. He's way back there. You, on the other hand, this year seems to be you're the Dale Earnhardt Jr. of the NSRL this year.
Yeah, I'd like to get a win though, because nothing's guaranteed until you get that win. So I'm trying to push for it. I got a couple good tracks coming up, so hopefully we'll get it on one of those.
Absolutely. And real quick, I guess the last question I'd have is the same I ended there with Tanner, is when that incident happens there, when Aiden's in the lead, he gets around the traffic, and all of a sudden they bump the wall, come down into you and Tanner. You kind of had a little Code Brown moment right there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was kind of waiting for it to happen all race. I knew it was going to happen eventually, but luckily I gave him enough space, and I got by it relatively unscathed. I think my front end's a little bent up, but it doesn't really hurt you too much here.
No, absolutely. It's the damage you're able to deal with. You're not so aero dependent like a track like Talladega or Daytona. But,
yeah, exactly. But we got Charlotte coming up. I know Texas is coming up, and Vegas the next week, so I'm pretty good at those tracks. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, another great run by the 37, and Who do you want to thank for getting it all done, man?
No, just you guys putting up an awesome broadcast as usual. Kyle for the league and everybody who raced today. It was a pretty good race.
Awesome. Thanks so much to the 37 there. Congrats again on that second place finish.
Thank you.
We're going to move on and talk to the winner here. Aiden Murray takes the win. Aiden, do you have a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
That 72 machine is in victory lane. And you really were, like I said on the show today, very methodical as you started back in third. You fell to ninth, but then you slowly pulled your way up. It didn't seem like you were really making moves that were going to put you at risk here today, and that really paid off.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite tracks, and with no practice, I decided I probably want to take it a little bit easy. And when I fell back, that was because of a penalty. I was like, dang it. But managed to work my way back up, and it was all strategy besides that last 50 laps or so. Every lap, the last 50 laps, I was going as hard as I could.
Absolutely.
And managed to pay off barely.
Now, how much tires did you have left in that? Were you saving a little for that end, knowing that those guys behind you might try to do that exact and try to get a little advantage on you at the end?
Not really. There might have been a couple laps where I backed it down a little bit, but other than that, I was pushing as hard as I could push, and it says right here on my right front I had 71%, and on my left rear I had 68.
Oh wow! So you definitely were chewing those bad boys up, but just
yeah, they weren't happy.
they know they're a little hot, but hey, it worked out in your favor. You take the win here today. You move yourself into the playoffs, and how much does that help you moving forward into the rest of the season here?
Definitely helps a lot, especially where I'm not able to make as many races. So wins, want every one I can get. Don't want to give any up, especially now.
Absolutely there. And man, you were, like I said, you just did that so clean here today. And when you went around that traffic, like they were just kind of sitting there. How much does that play a role? Because, we heard Tanner talk about clean air, but then when you're back there, you got that clean air all the way up until you meet the back of that pack. And then it seems like you can't get out of that traffic.
Yeah, lap traffic is definitely at Bristol where it's so tight. It's definitely something that you got to be aware of. It sometimes if you can time it right, you can use them as a pick, but it's pretty hard. And I put myself in a couple bad spots where I got used as a pick tonight.
Absolutely, I've seen that. I've been there. I've done it. But hey, that 72 machine, you're doing donuts. You're celebrating here today. Congrats to you. Who do you want to thank for getting it done?
Just want to thank Bristol Motorsports letting me go with them for all my races, and Redline they make awesome motors. They leading point standings and a good handful of different series up here in the Northeast.
Very nice there. Look it out. Check them out there. Aiden Murray takes the victory here today. He's going to go celebrate. Hopefully you're not working tonight because you got a day of celebrating to do.
I hate to say it, but I am.
No, he's going to have to call it, hey, boss, I'm not coming in today. Why? Well, I won. So, hey, congrats to you. Have fun at work later. You deserve a good day.
Thank you. You too.
What a run it was here with the NSRL Night Shift Race League. That's another week in the books. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, check us out over at www.bwsports1.com. Check out our partners, ButtKicker, Gamer2, Auralex Acoustics, Rocket Racing Setups, and all those others listed below there. So we got the Rockstar Realtor, Shawn.nugent. We got John.buzzard from First Financial Bank. Check them out, guys. We appreciate